A Pennsylvania man has been arrested for the brutal murder of his father. So, obviously, content warning here. 32-year-old Justin Mohn is in police custody after allegedly murdering and decapitating his father for being an alleged traitor to the government or to the people because he worked for the government. In a now deleted but incredibly disturbing YouTube video he made before his arrest, Mohn displayed his father's severed head while spouting right-wing conspiracy theories about immigration and wokeism. He claimed that America is rotting from the inside out, that there are far-left woke mobs rampaging in our once prosperous cities, turning them to lawless zones. He also claimed that there's an army of illegal immigrants that are infiltrating our border as Biden gets ready to send American troops to Ukraine. Now, of course, that's not true. There's no plan to institute a draft to fight in Ukraine or in Iran or anything like that. But of course, right-wing conspiracy theorists are spreading these online as well. He also then warned all federal employees to quit their jobs, and if they don't, they would be met with violence, along with any press that spreads lies about his revolution. Okay. He also called for the end of all woke and gender ideology propaganda in schools and other public places, and the abdication of Biden from the presidency. So, I mean, this is all, it's basically checking all the boxes on a lot of these right-wing conspiracy theories. He was apparently a member of QAnon as well, or at least he was an adherent to QAnon. Now, that said, he was arrested near a National Guard training center in Fort Indiantown Gap around 10 p.m. So that was about an hour before police were alerted by a woman who told operators that she had found her husband's head in the home. They were there earlier that day, around 7 p.m. That evening, when they found, of course, the father's body after being alerted to the existence of the video. So this is just, I mean, absolutely incredibly disturbing. This is brutal and senseless violence spread by right-wing talking points. Okay, these are far-right talking points. I mean, it's the invasion. It's the invasion of the southern border. It's the invasion. You got the black. Yes, that's what they mean by woke, by the way. They got far-left woke mobs rampaging in our cities. Where? Where exactly is that happening? Right, it's not. And look, this guy lives in Bucks County, the fourth most populous county in the state of Pennsylvania, in Middleton Township. That's 84% white, 5.5% black, and 5% Hispanic or Latino. Overwhelmingly white. Meaning, this guy, it's very likely, the odds are pretty low that he's ever even run to a black person or an undocumented immigrant. But it doesn't matter. Apparently, it's in his head. How did it get in his head? I mean, again, Middleton's immigrant population, and they do have an immigrant population, it is growing, right? That consists of Indians, Koreans, Mexican Americans, and Russians, with many owning upscale housing. Now, this guy apparently lived with his parents and had a lot of money troubles that he, I guess, is blaming on immigrants. So what's going on here is I think that this is straight up fear-mongering racism, okay, that he got sucked into. Now, he's also had some previous issues with the federal government. According to NBC News, he filed at least 3 lawsuits against federal agencies, including the U.S. government, claiming that they negligently caused him to take out student loans between 2010 and his graduation from Penn State University in 2014. He claimed the Department of Education, through a combination of fraud, misrepresentation, and deceit, did not make him aware of the risk of the financial burdens of taking out a student loan. So he owed student loans, he had financial difficulties, lived with his parents, and what happened? He blamed Joe Biden, immigrants, Antifa, and wokeism. He got radicalized online, right-wing media. By the way, the guy didn't even realize that the conservative Supreme Court appointed by Trump was the one who struck down student loan relief, which might have actually helped him. But again, here's the thing though, having financial difficulties does not turn someone into a killer, right? That's not how this works. He was sucked down the alt-right pipeline, the far-right pipeline, by the Fox Newses of the world, the Tim Pools, all the people that are falsely labeling what's going on at the border, for example, an invasion. So it's this radicalization you see, this ever more and more extreme rhetoric, which plays on people. Now, what's going on the border is a humanitarian crisis, 100%. There needs to be massive immigration reform, more judges, a pathway to citizenship, and an end to our war on drugs in South and Central America. And here's the thing, Republicans, I've reported on this, they are blocking a border deal that would actually be more restrictive to migrants and asylum seekers. It would be a more restrictive border deal. This would be a win for Republicans, and Republicans don't want it because it would be a political win for Joe Biden. Did this guy know that? No. Of course not. Right-wing media. So look, I don't think it's a stretch to say that this person who was very active on social media was influenced by the calls for civil war for what's going on at the Texas border. I don't think it's a stretch to say that accounts like Libs of TikTok, who promoted this idea that LGBTQ people are all groomers and pedophiles, are responsible in some way for radicalizing this person. I don't think it's a stretch to point out that his views on Antifa, BLM, and race are a result of endless fear-mongering by the right wing. Which is why, of course, certain people on social media and comment sections are already claiming that this is a false flag. Because, of course, it's never a result of one side's extreme and violent rhetoric. No, that's just somebody always trying to make them look bad, you see? They're actually on the left. No. Complete and utter crap. Look, the truth is, nobody has to make the extreme right look bad. They do that all on their own. When some of them do violence and others excuse or even cheer it on.